first and foremost. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. Shalawam to the hopeful elect, 144,000 men out there pushing and preaching 100% doctrine, as well as the 1/3 of men, women, and children. Maintaining yourself in this truth. Shalawam, Shalawam. I should brother you run the out. Hopefully this is an edifying lesson in the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So, Simps, the title of this is Simps, Ass Kissers, Weak Men, right? Basically the same thing, right? You sucking up the men, you sucking up to your woman, right? You doing all that, you praising your woman, okay? You praising men, you're a weak man. You're not working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, okay? This ain't what this truth is teaching us to be. The elders and apostles of GMS, man, they teaching us to stand on our own too. Okay, and trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You got to know this truth yourself. I always say, be diligent, right? You got to be diligent in anything yourself. Don't come off and think that just because you know a brother that knows the truth, that you're good, that you don't got to go into it yourself, that you don't got to teach, that you don't got to push out, works in many different types of ways, okay? I always stress to find your gift. Find your gift, man. Help your brothers and sisters in the best way that you know how. So, you don't want to be no simp. Because if you be a simp, then trust me, man, your woman is going to run the whole household. And that's just in a household of Eve right there. Basically, you letting Eve make the decisions, and what's going to happen to you? You're going to fall once again. Alright? Man, we be peeping this bullshit on the internet, man. I be peeping stuff. This chick, weird, man. Just weird situations. I speak on it real quick. This one chick, she always jumps in my live, but her husband doesn't follow, or he unfollowed me and shit like that. Then why is your woman still coming in brothers' lives, right? That right there is out of order. That's showing that your household is out of order because you can't control your female. Okay? Simping up to her. Alright? You tell her to do something, she don't listen. Hey, man, sometimes, man, you gotta put her in, you gotta check her. You don't know how to check her? And, I'm just, hey, you gotta check her. You don't know how to do that, man, you ain't no man. Okay? You letting your woman run your household, you ain't no man. That's not your house. It's your household, correct? You gotta run it. If you can't run your own household, how can you even come out to the church? How can you talk to the congregation? Why do you even think you have a position? Alright? This is for these simps, these weak men, these ass kissers. It's not gonna work out. Okay? Let's get it. 2 Corinthians 10 and 16. To preach the gospel in the regions beyond you, and not to boast in another man's line of things made ready to our hands. Meaning, you do your things in your lot, in your gift, in your specialties. You do what you're supposed to do. Alright? You ain't out here trying to ass kiss, suck up to other men, and then copy them. I remember, man, I caught some brothers basically impersonating brothers, man. Just reposting their works, impersonating brothers, even taking on to go as far to take their names and putting it on their pages and acting like they were those brothers. And that's a sin, bro. You being a talebearer, you being a liar. Alright? And that right there is ass kissing as well. You may like how brother teaches, etc., like his lessons and all of that. But that don't give you the right to go and be a copycat Israelite. Alright? Impersonating. That's not you. And that means you ain't even doing no works. You just posting another man's work. That right there ain't working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Don't ass kiss. Don't suck up. You give double honors to the elders. You give respect. But you do not suck up. They don't tell us to suck up. They don't boast themselves. We're not supposed to boast amongst other men. They don't boast themselves in this thing. Right? We understand that. We follow by that. They lead the example. They set the example. They lead by example, Salaki. Right? So how the elders at? Look at that. Look how they handle each other. Look how they deal with one another. Right? That being high-minded shit, that's IUIC all day. That's Nate. That's lifting yourself up high in the congregation. Alright? Them golden thrones and those decked out garments and things like that. You're not in the kingdom, man. I don't know what you think this is. And they take the bag from the government, so what are they doing? They're ass kissing. They're sucking up. They're being a simp to this whore. Yes, Babylon. Treat me how you want to, Babylon. You can have it. I'll do this, Babylon. Want to worship the Sabbath from Friday to Saturday? Okay, Babylon. That's basically what Bishop Nate is saying, man. He's a simp. He's worshiping the whore. He saw, as John said in Revelations, he saw the admiration, he admired her, and what did he do? He went forth and tried to be with her. Not John, you know, don't get it wrong, but Bishop Nate, he's going forth trying to marry the whore. He's at the wedding right now with the whore of Babylon, right? With America. That's what he's going into. Okay? And brothers that follow behind him, man, you being soft, you ass kissing. It's nothing worse than, man, ass kissing Esau, Satan, the devil, man, selling your soul, your Uncle Tom ass niggas, man. Alright? You know, cannot be like that. Romans 11:18. Boast not against the branches, but if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee. You don't boast against the fallen brothers. You don't boast against brothers that fail. You try to lift your brothers up. You try to help your brothers, man. You try to mend that root. You just try to mend that branch. Especially if you know a brother doing works, etc. We're getting out on the corners. Man, you got so many brothers that's never going to hit a corner, man, out of fear. They ain't got no confidence because they simps, because they weak men. Because they don't want to build up and work on their confidence. You a man. You're supposed to have a little bit of confidence. Not a little bit, but a lot. Well, what happened to real men? You're supposed to stand on your own too. Man, coming from the South, man, we say 10 toes down, man. We standing 10 toes down on something. We about that business. Alright? And coming into this truth, man, we about this business. Of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Willing to die for it. Confidence built up. Faith built up. You got some brothers, man, a year or two in this thing. You more scared of Esau than you are of Yahawah. I don't want to go out on the corner, man. You know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Guess what? Anything can happen anytime. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi could bring judgment on you anytime. Once you know this truth and you're not going forth and producing, you quenching the spirit. You got some knowledge, so why don't you go forth and feed your people? Why don't you want to give back to your people and help your people? Yeah. Bougie. That's like the boule jakes. You got all this knowledge, how to get money, how to get wealth, but you don't want to help nobody. You don't want to give back, right? You basically boasting on the branches, in a sense. You're supposed to give back. Alright? Didn't somebody give you this truth? We didn't buy it. We got it freely. We give it freely. That goes to you camps that's selling, that's merchandising, that's making a merchandise of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi's name, man. Alright? You know? Understanding that. So pay attention. Alright? And that's like camps that's selling jackets and things like that, t-shirts, selling prayers, Hebrew names. We done heard it all. Alright? The little time that I've been in, you know, coming up on 4 years, the little time I've been in, we done heard it all, man. How you gonna sell a brother a Hebrew name, man? You know, we done heard it all. Alright? And who are they selling these things to? Simps, ass kissers, and weak men. You gotta be ass kissing a camp to buy your Hebrew name from them. I don't see no other way. You just weak because you don't want to study and you don't want to go into the Hebrew yourself. And all of these guys, man, IUIC, it's always something been Yahawah. When it's no ease, it will be bond. But once again, they don't want to go into anything. They don't want to study. They don't want to research. They don't want to get a full understanding on this truth. Right? That's simps. That's ass kissers. That's weak men. You just going off of what a brother say, but you don't want to go diligently into the scriptures. You don't want to go diligently into the research, into the history, into the understanding. You just being an ass kisser. You might as well go back to Wacky Tacky Christianity, understanding that. Because you listen to the pastor told you this, and boom, you just take it on face value. Like, that's it. Yeah, that's right. The pastor said it, so that's right. That pastor been a liar his whole life, a pimp. I knew some pastors that was previous pimps, man. All right? Smooth talking, man. Slick as snake oil, man. All right? Hey. Romans 2:23. This is what we boast on. Thou that maketh thy boast of the law, through breaking the law, dishonoreth thy power. You keep this law. You put this law up. And you really can't boast on the law in the sense of, you know, I keep it better than you, etc., etc. You live by example. You lead by example. You keep the law, and if your brothers and sisters ain't keeping it, whatever, man, maybe the spirit may jump on them to keep it better by seeing you do it. You don't boast on them just because you know what to do more than them. That's not what are you doing, man? You know? What is that? Is that helping your brother and sister? By picking on them? By irritating them? By antagonizing them? Instigating? You got some brothers out here with a petty ass spirit, man, that instigate and bring strife and cause division to the congregation. And that's all bullshit. And y'all will be weeded out. You gotta lose those petty spirits, simps, and you know those certain type of brothers, man, be the same type of brothers that can't control their households, scared of their wives, got problems with their kids, etc., etc. Don't know how to put a bitch in check, right? You know, and excuse my French, but once again, like I said earlier, you gotta know how to check. You gotta know how to check a woman, man. If your woman got you in check, you scared to check her, then you in check. She got you with, just like chess. She got the pawns all around you. Are you gonna sleep on that couch tonight? Oh, you ain't getting nothing, babe. Oh, you ain't the blue. You got your wife trying to blackmail you, man. You know, and this happens. This happens in this. And I understand we're not in sovereign, but man, at least have a backbone in your own house. Right? Don't be no weak man. Alright? Let's get this. You gotta rule your own household before you come and deal with the church. 1 Timothy 3:5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of power? But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he have denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. That's 1 Timothy 5:8. Alright? So you got to rule your own household. And how do you take care of your own household? Having a job, going to work, going to the plantation, making sure everything's getting paid, bills, rent, mortgage, etc. Taking care of these things. Maintaining, and then discipline, order, structure, right? These things have to be checked. You as the man is overshadowing, you know, and leading by example as well. So you can't be ass kissing up to the, hey kids, can y'all take this out? Hey baby, can you wash the dishes? Can you wash the clothes, etc.? Think that shit is gonna get shit done? Nah, man. I take a worldly example. Michael Jordan, Kobe. They pushed their teammates hard, right? To the point where, yeah, their teammates didn't like them to the point, man. But you gotta rule. Rulership, and you ain't always gonna like the rulership. In that sense, you ain't always gonna agree with it. But the leader should know to do this, and he's doing this for for a reason, to get something done, to better the environment, to better the society, right? You know, and I know some brothers that we was dealing with didn't like that I was telling them to do works. Okay, I was trying to better y'all. I saw a little bit of potential in you. You got the spirit on you. You got the precepts, etc., etc. But do some works, man. Well, I'm a bad person now, cause I told you to get on the ball. That's love. That's kindness, man. What did Yahawashi tell us? Feed the sheep. I told you the same exact thing, all right? And you listening to men telling you you don't gotta do works. Fuck these men, all right? Fuck these men, man. These men, I read the scriptures, man. I mean the scriptures, man. The scriptures say a woman don't supposed to be speaking in the church. That's what the scriptures say, man. You can't change that. You want to change it, you want to rearrange it, you might be a Pharisee, all right? Understanding that. So, hey, Yahawashi gonna push us and discipline us and lift us up, all right? You know, every brother need to be on fire in this spirit and going hard, all right? And once again, I ain't say works is always videos. It's having that conversation, helping somebody, teaching somebody, charity, alms, etc., etc. Different things you can do, brothers and sisters. Everybody's not called to be a teacher, but you do need to be doing something. And that's more than reposting. That's more than doing any of that. You know, get on the ball with it, especially if the spirit is with you and you feel it and it's resonating. You can get these scriptures, you can break them down. You can break it down, man. That's enough hint that you need to do a lesson, right? So with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops, the GMS that really well and teach brothers sincere talks the truth. Shalawam to the 144,000 men out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine on the highways, byways, and this net, which we call the internet. Shalawam also to the 1/3 men, women, and children maintaining themselves in this truth. Shalawam, Yasharahla, a Bible ball.